Welcome back. You're listening to Get Real. I'm your host, Bob Gallagher. Joining me in studio today is our co-host, Joe Turini.
Good morning, Bob.
Welcome back, Joby T.
Thank you, sir.
And we've got two very special guests with us today. Lana Kopsala, Premier Associate with Coldwell Banker in Leominster, and her Marketing Director, Erica Kane. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you.
Also in the studio with us today is Mark Dalborn, AVP of Ross Mortgage in Leominster, but he chose not to have a mic for this episode, so he's just going to join in the fun quietly.
He's feeding me lines.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
Yeah. So, Lana, we asked you to join us on the show today so you could bring us up to speed on what's going on in the Leominster marketplace. Now, you service northern Worcester County, including Worcester. You're headquartered in Leominster, but you basically cover everything surrounding the area, correct?
Right. Yep.
Okay.
Surrounding.
So
up to the New Hampshire borderline.
Excellent. So why don't we talk a little bit about what's going on in your market these days? How did things go this year? I mean, kind of walk us through where it was, spring, summer, and where we are right now.
So for me, very quiet beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Ending out to the year before, and then spring, we thought there was going to be this bang.
Yeah.
And kind of quiet.
Yeah.
Hearing that we need inventory, hearing that we need houses.
Yeah.
Kind of quiet. Things came on, lots of multiple offers.
Right.
Buyers getting panicked. They got to get a house. Then it started building and building and building.
Right.
And, the houses come on, they're gone. Houses come on, gone. But not enough building of inventory.
Yes, you never really felt like there was an inventory because the second they came on, they were off.
Right. Then we came into the fall, and it was the floodgates opened.
Right.
And a lot more inventory. The buyers started coming back out. Mm-hmm. Seeing a lot of new construction this year. A lot of new construction. And then it was very, very busy this fall. And it's turning out to be an end of the year bang still. We're still going into the first of the year.
Yeah, we were all
very
talking
strong
before we started today about how this time of year, it's usually slowing down, even in a great year.
Yes.
Typically, a week or two after Thanksgiving, things start to wind down. And we've all been insanely busy, and Christmas is like 5 days away. It's kind of crazy.
Yes. Weather's helping.
Yes.
But people are still in demand for a house.
Yeah.
And if you look at what comes on MLS like every day, it could be from Worcester to Ashby to Templeton to Acton. Is even properties coming on the lake.
This time of year?
This time of year.
Wow.
I've got it programmed in, and it's amazing what's coming on. And you're seeing things from $1 million to under 200.
Really?
And they're not staying on long.
Yeah.
So
well, is the higher end kind of taking a little longer to sell, or isn't even that stuff moving?
No. You'll see a little bit of slowdown for new construction.
Yeah.
People might not be ready to start building and stuff like that, but there are still people, and a lot more right now. I've been noticing that buyers coming out, but I think you're just going to see this trend keep going and going and going, because when sellers see that the market's moving, they're not nervous about putting their house on the market. They're not going to wait for spring,
right,
quote unquote. They're going to move. And I got a huge pipeline I was just sharing with you. There's people that are ready. And when you talk to them about the market analysis and what the market's doing right now, they get so excited. They're not going to wait for spring for me. They're going to be like, well, what if we get this ready by February? Let's go.
Wow. That's interesting. So you think that what's helping inventory is the fact that sellers know they can actually buy a house if they sell?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Velocity.
Yeah.
The velocity of transactions.
Because we've been hearing for years, basically up until the last few months, inventory is a problem. And it seemed like every month it would get a little worse, to the point where it literally seemed like there was nothing on the market anywhere.
Well, look at my sellers. Before they even want to list, they want to go out and start looking at things. And there's stuff on the market right now. There's stuff coming on the market. So they go out and spend some time.
Right.
And they go, oh, I saw this, or they're looking for land, or they're doing something, and they're getting themselves all lined up. So they're not going to be in a panic mode.
Right.
They're ready to go.
Right.
So, you have some people that have to relocate, and they're moving. You have some people that want to get away from the weather, but you're going to have that comes up. But right now I can really see that my sellers, the pipeline is picking up. I have huge pipeline.
Yeah.
I guarantee you they're not going to wait till Mother Nature decides that there's no more snow. They're going to come on soon.
Right.
Because they're excited. They find something.
Yeah.
They're super excited. And guess what? It's a little quieter. We're not getting tons of multiple offers.
Which is so nice.
Yeah. So now they can relax. They're like, well, now I can go look at something. I don't have to worry about okay, my house is not on the market right now, but let me go look at a few.
Right. And you don't necessarily have to have multiple offers if you're a seller to maximize your selling price.
No.
You just need buyers that are really interested in buying, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter that the holidays are here. There's no reason you shouldn't be out. Well, no reason you shouldn't list right now. No reason you shouldn't be out looking to buy.
So let me give you an example.
Yeah.
Just listed a property in Leominster.
Mm-hmm.
2 days ago?
Yesterday.
Oh, yesterday even. How many showings do I got already? Unbelievable amount of showings.
Wow.
Now, I'm just using it as an example. But why would people start coming out just before the last weekend of shopping?
Right.
That's because it's a new listing. It's in Leominster. They haven't seen it. They're all going to come out. Now, am I going to get an offer? Pretty soon.
Yeah.
But there's this activity that's phenomenal.
Right.
I would say like open houses, things like that are not as busy. People are
Yeah.
busy on the weekend. But you put some listings on, you're going to get activity, no doubt.
Right. So
No
inventory is really what's changed.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. And I think the buyers are coming back. They realize, oh, good. Now we can go and look at a couple of things and we're not going to be hounded.
Right.
And we're going to miss out. Oh, we're going to wait. I can't go see it till the weekend and I'm going to lose out on it.
Right.
They're ready. They're okay with it.
That's excellent. So you were talking about people leaving for the weather. So is it people that are finally just sick of the snow? They see prices of, I don't want to say maxing out, but you're kind of seeing the appreciation happen at a slower rate now. So you think that's playing into it at all?
Definitely the weather.
Yeah.
People are just do not want winter.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't want winter. Then you have the people in the summer where they want the AC. You have to have AC. So I think Mother Nature with our 4 seasons is playing a lot with people that are really thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to buy a house with AC? I want it or else. And then all of a sudden fall comes. They're like, we're out of here. We're putting the house on the market. We want to be out of here.
Right.
We want to be out before Christmas.
I'm one of those people that doesn't want winter anymore, but I can't really move because I have a young family. So if you could figure out a way to make that kind of happen for us, I think you'd have a lot of people very happy with you, Lana.
And I love winter. Why doesn't anyone stick around? Come spend a day with me, right, Erica? Come spend a day with me and you'll love winter.
I love winter between December 20th and January 5th. And then I'm kind of done with it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, in our field, you have to have your snow pants in the car.
Yes.
You have to have your boots.
Yeah.
Because when the buyer calls and there is no path for you to get to the front door, you're making that path.
You remember that? Was it 3 years ago? We got the 9 feet of snow in a month.
Oh, yeah.
That was a fun month to be selling real estate.
And start showing some foreclosed property.
Yeah. Yeah, I bet.
That was fun.
Yeah, I bet. So, Job, why don't you talk a little bit about the importance of working with a local real estate expert as opposed to, somebody that you happen to have known through a cousin or an in-law somewhere down the line?
Well, I think the main point still remains is that there's going to be, and there is a trend that there's going to be many more buyers than there are listings. And that's going to be the case for not just intermediate time frame, but certainly the next 5 to 10 years. We're talking about a situation where even in Massachusetts, we're building half the homes we need in a market that has a high appetite for buyers and high liquidity for buyers, highly competent buyers, science-based industries. So people are still reluctant to come out. So we're far away from where this becomes the busiest. To your point, I feel like where a local agent makes a difference with expertise, credibility.
Right.
If you are walking through as a buyer with Lana, that seller knows that you can get that house. And people that are selling their homes are using local people they trust, and they want to talk to local buyers agents. And there's all kinds of little things that I can't predict on our side.
Right.
But there's a million little things that I'm sure Lana and her team prevent buyers and sellers, mistakes they prevent them from making. And that's really where the most revenue is saved and earned. I mean, I feel like that's the benefit.
Because they're experts in the area.
And we've been doing this for 20 years, and we just said it off air. Like, I've done this twice without an agent. I'll never do it again without an agent.
Right.
It's not worth it. It's even if I did well on them, it wouldn't be worth it, and I did not. And I've been doing this again. It's trickier than you think.
Yeah.
There's a reason why you need a solid person in that position.
Absolutely.
Well, let me just butt in. So
Sure.
having a
Well, it is your show. So
Okay, there it is. Let me talk. Sit back.
I'm shutting my mic off.
No, think about it. I mean, when you go to a town to look at property, if you don't have someone that's local and does a lot of business and understands the value, but also where you're living,
Right.
then how is that going to help them? I mean, they're going to ask questions like, what can I do here? Where can I bring my family? How do I get to the highway? What's around here? Do you know plumbers and electric? If you're not working in that area, the whole picture doesn't come together for them.
Yes.
So working with someone local is just that added benefit for the new homeowner.
Right.
And even the seller. So when you go to list a property, if you're outside your market area and you're working with somebody, you better know all around, because you got to be able to talk value. You got to be able to sell the property.
Right.
Like, what is there to sell?
Yeah.
So I think definitely credibility,
Right.
and definitely got to have someone that knows the area. It goes so much smoother.
Well, in a lot of ways, you're selling the town as well. And if you've never been to the town, and you don't know
Yes.
anything about it, how do you let your buyer know if they're getting a good deal or not?
Yes.
Or even if it's the right place for them to be looking at a house?
Yes.
The other part about it is a local brand, like the local brand itself.
Yeah.
So when you establish a sales price, most of the people that are going to buy that house know that that's the value.
Yes.
Because you're selling a lot of houses, and that's what you do. That expertise is there.
Right.
They know it's a quality home. They're making an offer and moving forward. So as a seller, it almost becomes even more important. That said, it's extremely important
True.
for a buyer too.
So where do you think we're headed in 2019? If you had to look in your crystal ball, Lana, what do you think is going to
Gonna
happen?
rock.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
I think it's both. For sellers are gonna still have great value.
Mm-hmm.
I think buyers are gonna have some great opportunities. I still think there's gonna be some new construction. There's gonna be some variations for both higher, lower end.
Yeah.
Builders are listening to all of that, and I just think it's going to be a great year. I think it's going to. It's hard to say which. Is it spring? Is it going to be fall? What's going to be the busiest? I still think it's just going to stay active.
Right.
I'm not going to have this big, huge low where it just drops down.
Right. So as long as there's inventory, people will stay interested.
I think it's
basically.
going to stay very busy.
That would
Yeah.
be nice. So it kind of
For me, anyways.
Well, for
I'm not gonna
for
sit back.
buyers too. For buyers
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So it really seems like we're going back into a normal market where it's a little more
Yes,
balanced.
yes, yes.
Which honestly, I really think is best for everybody.
Well, everyone likes that.
Yeah.
Everyone.
To actually like a house and have a chance of getting it when you make an offer.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Instead of the multiple.
Right. It gets very discouraging when you have to make 10 offers to maybe get a house.
And think about the sellers too. The sellers have this ease when they have somebody that really wants to buy it, right? So you're not going to have multiple offers, and you're like, well, which one really wants it?
Right.
How do I know if I'm going to pick the right one?
Right.
Even though they all might be higher or whatever, they're going to have this secure sale, and they're going to just feel confident from the time they put the offer in to the time they close. It's going to be a happy. People are going to be shaking hands.
Yeah.
That's all good.
I know.
Yeah,
Instead
we
of
love-
screaming and yelling.
Yeah. Okay, so Lana, why don't we talk about the best place for a first-time buyer to buy if you're on a budget? Where are you going to get the most bang for the buck?
So let's talk about Fitchburg.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about Fitchburg. Let's talk about Gardner.
Yeah.
Fitchburg, it's a great opportunity for first-time buyers. First of all, you have some great little communities. You have little subdivisions.
Mm-hmm.
You're not too far from the highway, but average, the median price range, $214 right now.
Right.
So for a first-time buyer, you're looking under $200 for a great house. You could even get a garage. You can get a 2-car garage. You're going to get a nice piece of land, and you're going to have some affordability as far as the amenities around you.
Right.
So Gardner, same thing. Gardner's right off of Route 2. It's got cute little communities
Right,
and air subdivisions in little areas, newer, older. Also, I'm thinking multifamilies. A lot of
Really?
people are doing multifamilies. It's a great opportunity for people to get in. They want a roommate or they want to share the cost.
Right.
Multifamilies are a great option. I'm seeing a lot of people buying that.
How are the rents in Gardner?
Rents are doing phenomenal.
Really?
The rent market is still booming, and it's going to continue to boom.
Wow.
People are very interested in multi, first for investment, but also for living there.
Right.
And you're going to see that continuing to go up
Right.
and up.
So you're seeing a lot of owner-occupied multis?
Absolutely. Yep.
Oh, that's good. It's good to see
Absolutely.
that coming back because for a while it was all investment.
Yeah, and they're going to take care of it, and they're going to bring it back to life.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, you're going to have a good neighbor.
Yeah.
Condos, great for first-time buyers, especially these professionals. And affordability is great in Fitchburg, Leominster, all the surrounding areas. So you get some great affordability there.
Right.
And then you have the access for highway, so
Right.
getting to work.
And just to recap, Fitchburg and Gardner, you can still get a halfway decent single family, in some cases a colonial, for around the 200 mark or
Yes,
low 200s.
or just slightly before. I mean, I would say even before.
In some cases, you can get a little below it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's excellent. Because a lot of us especially once you start going a little east of Leominster,
Yeah.
we start to think there's just no place left where you can buy for 200,000 anymore. Because really in Leominster, I don't really think you can anymore,
No.
right?
No, I think you're going to be a lot higher, but
Yeah.
you go into Fitchburg and I think you're going to find something that's going to work for you.
Right.
And don't be afraid to wait a little bit. You're going to find something.
Yeah, and it's not like Fitchburg's that out of the way. I mean, it's a few miles.
Not right.
And they've really improved the roads in and out of it, too.
They have been.
Yeah.
Even that's another thing when you talk to your local real estate agent.
Yes.
Me, is going to be able to tell you about all the funding that's going in and how they're, because you're going to hit some roads that are kind of crappy right now, but the funding is all there, bringing it in, making it a lot easier, widening the roads. It's just great. It's a good opportunity for them to start there.
Right.
And then you can branch out.
Right. And that'll improve the values over time in those towns as well.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it's a win-win, right?
Win-win.
So before we wrap up for today, I wanted to give out your contact info. We've been talking to Lana Kopsala with Caldwell Banker in Leominster. She services northern Worcester County. She's based in Leominster, but serves the surrounding areas as well. You can reach Lana on her cell, 978-855-9112. Again, it's 978-855-9112. We want to thank you for joining us on the show. Very informative. We appreciate you coming
Thank
out.
you so much. It was fun. Thanks for making me feel relaxed.
You're very welcome. So we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be back with more Get Real after these messages.